Hair today, gone tomorrow.
That's right.
You wrote that, didn't you?
I
If
did.
you've been in Houston for more than, I don't know, 5 minutes, you know our humidity can wreak havoc on a great hair day.
But don't wig out. We've got a lock on hair trends, tips, and hacks with stylist pro Manny Guerrero from MG Salon in Sugar Land. He's here along with his stylist team. We have Brittany Bakar, Jesus Sanchez, and model Alicia Duca to help us comb through the best tips for beating our brutal summer heat. Welcome to Houston Life.
Hi, everyone. Oh my God, I've been wanting to say this for the longest time. So the Houston humidity works in your favor.
No way.
It really does.
I don't believe that.
It does. So I've been wanting to say this, and I'm gonna come around here. We have Alicia as our first model. So we're gonna say one more time, the Houston humidity works in your favor.
Okay, how so? How so?
So the thing is that most of the time when you walk out of the salon, most girls add this extra texture spray into their hair. Then they walk out, the humidity hits it, and then it becomes like a rat's nest.
Okay.
Everybody's hair goes up in a ponytail and they're over it.
Okay.
But if you set the right patterns, the right crimps, the right curls in your hair, get to the function, in your car, brush everything out, allow it to blossom when you get to the event, it's gonna be flawless. Because this summer, tousled, lived-in looks is what's in.
Okay, this is what's in. I like that too. I mean, I like a messy curl. So what's the difference? When you're styling her hair, like what did you do to make sure that it was gonna look, I don't know, trendy?
Yes, so can you stand up for me? So what we actually did was very tiny rope curls on Alicia. So we did this in the salon earlier. Look how beautiful it looks right now. And this is after the humidity hit her when we got here to the station.
What tool did you use?
So we used a curling iron about 1.25 inches, and then we used workable hairspray on all of these looks.
Okay.
Very, very simple. Curling iron, doing rope curls, adding this workable hairspray. So I'm gonna spray a little bit right now.
What is workable hairspray?
Yeah.
So workable hairspray is something that you can run your hands through it or any other like tool or product through it.
Would it say that on the label though?
It does,
Okay.
yes. And even if you don't, ask your local salon or local store, wherever you're buying it from, so that you have the right product in hand.
You say any drugstore though, as long as it's like not the one that freezes your hair.
Like
not the
Aquanet,
super hold.
no.
Okay, not the super
Nothing that hard.
Okay.
So we're gonna spray a little bit on her, turn around. So we did really tight curls earlier, and I'm gonna brush these out with this wide tooth comb. Put your head back for me. There we go, there we go. It's coming to life. This is after the humidity hit it. We're gonna turn her around, and brand new look right here.
Okay.
And that will stay all day in the
All day. So right now, see, this looks like we added texture spray and all those extra elements, but you know what? Houston Humidity just touched that, and it created this beautiful look. Now, if you want it to be more of a lived-in blowout, all you do is grab a round brush, and then just brush it through like this, and it smooths out.
And
Turn around for me.
This big
see that?
like blowout style, this is what I see when I scroll TikTok. I see the blowout look is what is
It's in,
is
yes.
true?
That lived-in blowout, like 2 or 3 days in, is what's super hot right now. I saw it at Fashion Week, so I want Houston to be on trend and know this is all you need to be successful with your looks.
Okay, but we don't have that New York weather. We have the humidity, and you say this is doable.
Yeah, so everybody lives in New York and California. They have all that extra weather where it doesn't do anything. So they have to add all that extra texture. I know people here in Houston see them doing things like that, but you don't even know that the humidity actually helps you guys. So just know that. And look at this look right here.
Okay, perfect. All right,
Okay.
next look. We got Brittany Bakar, who is also a stylist at MG. And
Yes.
Brittany's amazing. She's got really cute pink in for the summer. You guys will do this. This is on trend, but what are we gonna do with Brittany?
So Brittany has medium texture in her hair, so to create more fullness, we crimped her ends, the ponytail, and her front pieces. Brittany's gonna show you how to do a very cute updo, a little messy bun for summer.
So easy.
And
Okay,
is the crimper, Manny, a separate item, or is this like an add-on for a hair straightener, like a crimper attachment?
So it can be both. So you can actually buy a separate crimper, or you can get one that has an attachment you can add on just to add that extra bend in the hair.
Okay. And if you don't have a crimper, I found that if you do little braids, like at night in your wet hair, you wake
Yes.
up. That's what I usually do. If you ever see me with you're like, is that trying to be crimped? I just slept in braids because I don't want my hair to be frizzy in the morning, but I don't want to blow dry it at night.
Right.
So just sleep in the braids and you pull it out and it kind of gives that crimped look.
It does. So that's another look, a fourth look for today. Tessa just gave us one. I love it. Super cute. And then what happens, you step outside, what most people like to see is that textured look. But the weather outside does that for you. That lived-in tousled look, super sexy, super cute.
Is there anything we need to spray on Brittany's hair to keep this look throughout the day?
Just a little bit of workable hairspray, a little bit on top, just to give it a little bit of moisture. but everything else just happens before your eyes, just going out with the weather. Like right now, it's just everything you need.
Okay. I love the crimped. Okay, I'm model 3.
And
so
now we have Tessa, she's not one of my clients at our salon.
Yeah,
So
you did, before the show, we kind of showed it earlier, but you call them horseshoe curls. And real quick, we don't have a ton of time, so take people through what you
So
did.
we did horseshoe sections all the way around her head to mimic beach waves. I call them Houston waves because these waves actually amplify when you go outside into our weather, right? So I took horseshoe sections all the way around and I alternated her curls. So top section, what I did is curled everything back. Next section, curled everything to the front. Next section to the back. Lower one all the way to the front.
I'm gonna try to remember
So the same
that.
exact thing, we can brush everything out.
Okay.
And Tessa gives that beautiful Houston wave look. We're calling them Houston waves because we're letting our city do everything for us. So she also has everything and kind of looks more like kind of against the skin, super sexy.
Thank you.
She can show up to the function, shutting down every building she walks into. She's hosting it, having a good time.
Yeah.
But if not, we want to have that blowout look. Grab your round brush, smooth it out a little bit more.
Okay.
You see that sleek look right there?
I do like that.
Super cute.
She is
3
ready for
fun
her
ways.
close-up.
Yes.
Looking good. Manny, Guerrero, Jesus, Alicia, Brittany, thanks so much for stopping by. Y'all look great. And
Thank you.
Alicia as well. Thanks so much. We'll be right back. Don't go away.